Good day, everyone. Thank you so much for your willingness to view this particular video presentation. My name is Nisa Omar from the International University of Malaya-Wales, and I will be presenting a research that we conducted alongside my research collaborators, Amalina, Mr. Shawal and Abdul Basit. And so for today, for this video, we are presenting our research study on the content effectiveness of Klik Dengan Bijak, program organized by Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commissions. This will be the topic that we will cover in this presentation. We will first look into the introduction, research objective, research methodology, findings, recommendation, and we will end with a conclusion. So first up, for the introduction, internet has become really the main source of communication across the globe, especially when in this digital era, and even enhanced more during the season of 2020, where everybody was all locked down and because of COVID. But because of this high usage of internet, it also increases different threats that are associated with the internet users. So to overcome challenges such as cyberbullying, data protection, and false information, there are a lot of institutions that actually work together to educate people on the proper use of internet. So in Malaysian context, there is an initiative called Klik Dengan Bijak, or in bracket KDB, and this is organized by Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Communication, MCMC. And the purpose is really to spread awareness of digital literacy, safety, security, and responsible usage of internet among the citizens of Malaysia. So it is actually very important for us to study the content effectiveness of this program in order for us to know if public are able to learn, understand, and easily to absorb the information given from this program. So with that, our objective is really to conduct a content effectiveness, or to study content effectiveness of materials that's produced by this KDB program. So we have two specific objectives. The first is to conduct content analysis on KDB educational and promotional materials. And the next is to assess and to provide recommendations to improve the effectiveness of KDB materials in the future. For our research methodology, as it is on to assess content effectiveness, it is only suitable for us to conduct content analysis. And in the content analysis, we have 4 main units of analysis that were selected. The first would be to study the clarity. Second is likability or content engagement. Third is informativeness. And finally, the attractiveness. Now, the 4 units will be depending on the suitability based on what materials that we actually assessed. So the following will be the KDB materials that we assessed. We have 24 educational materials, 23 social media postings, 4 YouTube videos, and also the website content. So these will be our findings. So we will just present the findings for the KDB educational materials first. So across all the educational materials, these are the subunits and the description that we found based on the unit of analysis. So for the educational materials, we analyze based on 3 units: clarity, informativeness, and attractiveness. And each unit, we gather several subunits to provide the definition of the units and also obviously the description. So for educational materials, for the clarity, it seems that we found the content is noticeably clear, it is easy to understand, even though it could get a little bit too wordy at times. For the more informativeness, we found that the content given did cover a broad range of knowledge, and it does not only focus 1 or 2 areas, but it does give the whole perspective of the lesson that's provided by KDB themselves. And for the attractiveness, however, even though clarity and informativeness has a positive outcome, but the attractiveness can be improved because there are no cohesiveness in regards to the look and feel of the whole educational materials. So there are some colors that's a bit too dull. There are some fonts that's not very visible. So to improve the content, there should be more consistency across all materials. So this will be the findings for the social media postings. For the social media postings, when we talk about the clarity, most of the images posted are simple, it's clear, it's easily to understand, and it is also, but there are some that are complicated and ambiguous, but not very many. It's still generally, they are clear, straightforward, and very simple. So for the informativeness, most of the images posted show moderate information on the subject related to cyber crimes. So some feature a lot of information, but some feature less information. So there are also no consistency there. As for the attractiveness, most of it are moderately attractive. The feature has colorful visuals, very, very attractive text, and there are also bright colors and animated visuals. So moderately KDB social media postings has a fair effectiveness of the content value. Next is we're going to look into the video. Now, what we found out is the KDB video content is actually the most effective content across all materials. Now, the reason being is because first, it has high clarity. The message of the video is very clear. The language is simple and understandable. And it is also informativeness because the information that was found in the video, audience can actually learn from it, and audience actually understand it well enough, even though with the short duration of time of the video. As for the attractiveness, the audio video overall is very good, and the quality is also good. However, there could be improvement to attract more viewership or more likes in social media for this particular video. For the website, unfortunately, across the KDB video, social media posts, and educational materials, KDB website were found to be the least effective. The reason is because in regards to the clarity, the topic cannot be seen clearly on the homepage, and there's also overlapping information on site and external sources. So even though the topic is clear and easy to read, but there are several repetitions that should not happen in the website. As for the informativeness, even though the content is simple, but it's really limited information that one can find on the homepage. So there are more areas under the KDB, but only 3 topics actually appear on the homepage. So it is a little bit more of a surface information rather than really providing audience what real activities KDB actually have and how active KDB is. So for the interactivity, there are not many live updates. There are not many call to action buttons. The website content is quite one-sided, and there should be at least a lot of information to keep audience interact with the website, engage with the website, and be interested to be part of KDB. So across all materials, website we found is something that a lot of improvement can be done. So this would be our recommendation. The first recommendation is for KDB to consider increase the reach of the video, because the video is well made, the video is engaging, the video is informative. So it should be linked to all potential channels, such as the website and social media, and it should be utilized to increase the online engagement. Next, it will also be ideal for KDB to maintain a strong, consistent look and feel across all materials. The program flyers, for instance, are very, very attractive. So it is good to have the same look and feel of the flyers across the program slides, social media postings, websites, and etc. etc. Consistency in image is good for the branding of the program. And also, as reported in the findings, we found the KDB website to be the least effective. So therefore, the website should include more social media feeds, videos, infographics, or anything that people can relate themselves to the KDB program. And lastly, a lot of improvement can be made for the website. It is also very important for a website to be impressive. It should contain information to let people know what and who is KDB and what visitors can gain by visiting this website. So in conclusion, Klik Dengan Bijak initiative introduced programs to spread awareness of digital literacy and responsible use or usage of internet. The content effectiveness is crucial to make sure that audience do understand, do engage, and for making it easy for audience to actually absorb the lesson. Most of the contents are well made and also have a high effectiveness in regards to clarity, informativeness, and also attractiveness were found to be fair, and KDB video were found to be the highest effective of content, and KDB website were found to be the least effective content. So because of that, several recommendations were made for KDB to actually improve the content effectiveness. And these recommendations were made based on the findings that we discover. So in conclusion, it is actually important to have content with high level of clarity, informativeness, attractiveness, and likability in order for a program to be successful. And that is all from me. And that is the end of the research presentation. I hope that you managed to learn one thing or two. And we are from International University of Malaya-Wales. If there's any questions or concerns, you can always email us for research collaborations or any future projects together. Thank you so much.